Hi folks! I wanted to make a video explaining why I essentially took a 5-year hiatus from creating content on this channel, and it's not really a good story, so trigger warning if um, this is going to talk a little bit about domestic violence and sexual assault and health issues. So if that's not the type of content that you want to listen to, that's okay. You can come to a later video. But it just hit me recently that it really was a 5-year hiatus. And to the 95 of you who are still around, thank you. I used to really enjoy creating content. So basically, when I started making this channel, I was in senior year of undergraduate. I was pursuing a computer science degree and I was not in a very healthy environment. My professors were great, but a lot of the student body harassed me a lot. I experienced a lot of racism. I had a lot of trauma. I was really burnt out senior year. But on top of that, I grew up in a very toxic and abusive family. And there was a lot of chaos going on back home while I was trying to finish my degree. And my mom got really sick. She got shingles, and it basically I took a 2-year break between my undergraduate and my master's degree to help take care of my mom. So it went in the video that you see me dressed up as Snow White. This was actually during that time, I believe, where I also it was wearing yeah, I was at home. I was at a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. And it was really fun back then, but the thing my parents were very controlling, and it was very hard, and my mom was really sick, and I just really couldn't create. I tried to at home, and my mom was encouraging me to do so, but I couldn't create. And because of instability from my sisters, because they had done some pretty mean things. But really what stopped my creating content entirely was when my father broke my right hand. We were at a Disney cruise, and he didn't like that I very quickly took a picture when we were going back to port, returning to Miami. And he basically twisted my arm when my luggage got stuck in the cruise elevator, and um, he broke my hand. He broke part of it, and then he proceeded to deny me medical care for 10 weeks. And during this time, I was in a lot of pain and trying to um, hold on to when he said that he was getting me an appointment. Turns out that he never did. When I was getting laser hair removal done on my face, my hand seized up pretty bad, and the lady who had known me for years, I was crying in the office, and I told her what happened, and she basically told my dad that if I didn't get seen that same day, she was gonna call the police, and then she was gonna call the next day to make sure that I got taken care of. And so, I very narrowly missed surgery, but that was because the doctor that my dad took me to, um, didn't really care at all. I got put into a thermoplastic brace on my hand, and I had to wear that for like 2 months, because he was like, "Oh, you don't want a scar in this region," and he was like, "You're young enough," because I was in my early 20s at the time. It's like, "You're young enough that you'll be able to heal." And I was like, "Okay." But my hand has never been the same since. I haven't been able to really crochet. I have not been able to do my hair, really. Like yesterday, or in the videos that I posted the day before, you've not been able, you probably noticed that my hair had like maybe a lot of, it was matted, and it's because I struggle with combing my hair and brushing my hair sometimes when my hand gets really bad. And so it's now been 5 years, maybe 6 years since my injury. I think I re-injured my thumb on July 5th. I woke up, I was in a lot of pain. I'm going to be seeing a specialist tomorrow to try to get it looked after and see what it is, because I want to get tests done so that perhaps we can see the extent of the damage. I don't know if I tore through scar tissue or I further tore what it is that my father broke. And so I stopped making content because I physically couldn't. And then I went off to grad school, and then I started working. And basically, I just needed to get away from my abusive family. I've dealt with a lot of painful things over the past 3, 4 years in particular, and where I was having a lot of other health problems that were caused because of the stress, because I didn't have methods to get rid of the stress that I was experiencing. So I ended up having a lot of tumors. So during this time, I had a tumor in my uterus called fibroid, and I got it removed. Then I ended up getting the cyst that I had removal here. Um, I had a breast cancer scare. So it really, I used to have a lot of ear infections and infections of strep. So um, I started making content again, talking about my health issues and how to get better, because I want to create things again. Even if it's not perfect, even if it's not edited, it just get it out there. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be seeing a specialist tomorrow to see how this hand is doing. I'll post an update on it, just so that I can just have all of this